So, I'm a drummer, and I love Zenless Zone Zero. I am late getting to these videos, but we've got the Hoshimi Miyabi EP. I love these videos from Zenless.
My, how you've grown.
So I'm very excited for this. Oh, actually, I changed my mind. I didn't realize it was going to be trauma dumping over her dead mother. I actually very much am no longer looking forward to this.
You will have a peaceful childhood.
Because that stuff was sad as hell.
Will always be with you.
Damn, dude. Hang on, Gabriel. I hate to interrupt. Let's turn on the closed captions here. Let's go closed captions. Everyone's always telling me I got to turn them on. We'll turn them on this time. Wow. I love the motion and the movement we have from just the piano here. Perfect. I was hoping they would drop there rather than build upon it. It's going to create more dynamic. It gives basically gives the song more room to grow. And I can see this song getting very big and emotional later on. Wow. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to experience an emotional journey like this. Whoa. It goes dark. Wow. There we go. Verse number 2 is usually where songs kind of take their shape. We've got electric guitar coming in, a proper drum beat there. We'll circle back and talk in more detail. And now they go big. Yes. Yes. And that was a nasty ass drum fill there. Unfortunately, I'm trying to focus on the music so much. I'm losing sight of this incredible animation. This is powerful. Oh, that's beautiful. What a great way to tie that all together. Huh. And then even musically, we get a slight uplift there at the end. Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting all that. Not complaining though. That was delightful, beautiful. So a few items here. Let's circle back to the very beginning. I thought that was, oh, this is an awful frame to pause on. The way the song is led by the piano at the very beginning is really, really cool. It's one of the reasons why I love piano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So in the song, it's a 4/4 time signature. So basically every measure is counted out by 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got the piano hitting what we call eighth notes. It's essentially doubling that count. So rather than just a 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And whenever you apply those techniques to piano, because piano is technically actually a percussion instrument, and it's such a beautiful instrument because you can use the piano to provide the rhythm and that backbone, basically put that count in the song to give it the structure that it kind of needs to build everything else on it, while also delivering the melody and the chord progression that follows it. And that's what they do here, and it is just lovely. And if you have headphones on, I don't know if you could pick it up without them. There is just the slightest that was happening back there, and I don't know, that almost sounds like brushes or fans on a snare drum or on hi-hats, and it is very, very subtle. I mean, obviously you're competing against like the vibrancy of those higher notes on the piano already providing that 8 count, but it's just a nice little touch. And so we talked about this first chorus. It's such a stark contrast from what we had on the verse. Because now, rather than having 8 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you drop down to not even 4. They're not even counting the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's cut down to it's probably halftime. Let's count it out. Let's circle back a minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not even hitting on the 3 every time, is it? Because the reason why that is so powerful on this first half of the chorus is because they actually start to circle back on the second half. I want to try and count that out. That might not even be halftime. That may just be single hits on the 1. It is mostly halftime. There's usually a hit on the 1 and the 3 there. They break it up at the very end of that first half of the chorus, because when they circle back into the second half by pausing there, it creates just a slight tension, and then they come in, and it sounds like they do actually go back to just the straight 4 count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're not doing the straight 4s. But they're returning to that melody, essentially hitting on the and, like in between the count. But it doesn't have near the speed. It stays open. And then they go into this, and you go back to that 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have the added elements of percussion and drums here. And what's cool about what they're doing here is because the piano is already clearing out 8th notes, that's taking up a lot of real estate in the measure. So when they want to bring in proper percussion and drums, they just tone that down to match the vibe of the song. If they played the drums on the 8 count, like on the hi-hat, like a tss, 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 that would suddenly sound really busy, especially when you tie in snare and kick. So instead, they just open it up and they're playing the beat at a halftime rhythm here while keeping the piano going at those 8th notes, and that's creating contrast within the measure, and it's just a really, really smart way of executing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're getting the snare hit just on the 3 rather than like the 2 and the 4. And that gives like a halftime feel. It's not really technically halftime in a lot of ways, but that's kind of the feel that it gives. And it just keeps that kind of like, it's got like a slow, groggy feel to it in contrast to that piano, which is still hitting the 8th notes in the background, which we hear pretty clearly, right? It's so cool. And then they drop off here, and it's like we talked about in the first chorus. It's really smart that they didn't make the first chorus big. They actually pulled it back and then built a little bit halfway through. But by doing that, it gives the song room to grow. And so then in the second verse, you get some of those darker elements, that kind of synthesized drum sound kicking in there. And then they drop off, and then they go into the last chorus, which is almost expectedly large and boisterous at this point. A nasty ass drum fill too, man. And it's just wonderful. It's one of those weird things, like it's a weird way to phrase it, but I feel like the song is executed perfectly. Like, by the time you're at the end, which we are, what more do you want? It doesn't leave anything to be And it even ends with just a nice little drop off with the vocals only. And then an uplift. It's one of those things, you know, when you look at it from the standpoint of composition, songwriting, song structure, that was just it's just a delight. You know, there's not a lot more that you would want from it. And at least for me, you know, like for me, I like a song that has a lot of dynamic to it. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a pop music enjoyer. One might even say enthusiast. I love just the good old fashioned straight through banger, like something to just turn on and feel good about and vibe to. But I feel like compositions like this, there's just more to them, you know, the dynamic and the journey that you take going through it, the ups and the downs, and especially something like this that has like really strong emotional parallels to people who are familiar with this story, is just delightful. Well, what a wonderful, wonderful piece of media that we got to consume here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video half as much as I enjoyed making it, because honestly, that was really quite the treat. If you did, be sure to subscribe for more. Like the video, maybe even share with your friends if you have like-minded people who also like gushing over these games. And either way, I hope to see you on the next video. Love the games, love yourself, and I love you. Bye!